He deserves to die. Charlie said this, sneered, and said, Kobayashi Pharmaceutical has repeatedly plagiarized our herbal medicine. This time I want to grab it directly. Do you think it is decades ago? When they invaded us? Since they dared to grab us, they must pay a price. Otherwise, wouldn't they let people laugh at our Chinese children for not being tough enough? Isik said embarrassingly, Mr. Wade, you have ruined them by 10 billion. People also took the life of the father in the family. Is the price of the Kobayashi family not enough? Charlie smiled slightly. Of course it's not enough. I have to make Ichiro pay the price of his life for what he did. Otherwise, he thinks that after coming to China he could go wild. It will be enough to lose some money and his life, dreaming. Ichiro didn't know that the moment Charlie took him in, he was already preparing to sell him. Charlie didn't have any sympathy for Ichiro. On the contrary, in the depths of Charlie's heart, he still hated him very much. Fortunately, I was on guard tonight. Otherwise, what if the real medicine on Tianqi is robbed? Although not sure whether the Japanese can analyze their own prescriptions, but once they really figure it out, won't they succeed? Therefore, in his opinion, the actions of these Japanese people should be blamed. Whether it is the 6 dead men in black, Masao Kobayashi in Tokyo, or Ichiro who is about to die, it is entirely self-blame. Before dawn, Isik drove Charlie home. Along the way, Isik had a new understanding of Charlie's strength. He originally thought that Charlie was the down-and-out young master who lived outside the Wade family. Now that he has been found, his biggest support is the Wade family. But he didn't expect this young master to have such a powerful strength. Not only did he let many people from the upper class in Orus Hill treat him respectfully in a short period of time, and now he even uses tricks to call the Kobayashi pharmaceutical pit in Japan a miserable one. Bai gave Charlie 10 billion, not to mention, but also took in the life of Masao Kobayashi, and it won't be long before Ichiro's life will also come in. Such a skill made Isik look at Charlie with admiration, and even deep inside, there was a bit more intense fear. Charlie sat in the back of his car and said nothing. When he was about to get home, he suddenly said to Isik, "Remember not to report to the Wade family about today's affairs." Isik nodded hurriedly, and said respectfully, "Mr. Wade, don't worry, I will keep my mouth shut." Isik is just a spokesperson for the Wade family in Nongguang province. But for the entire Wade family, there are dozens or hundreds of spokespersons like him in the Wade family, all over the country, and even around the world. Therefore, it is difficult for Isik to climb up. But Charlie is in Orus Hill now. This is his best chance to climb up. If Charlie can be appreciated, then one day Charlie will return to Eastcliff and inherit the family, and he will be able to ascend to heaven. Therefore, he had already made a decision in his heart to treat Charlie as Master Wade, and as the only master, serve him well and be his dog. Charlie was very satisfied with his attitude, nodded, and asked, "Yes, Fredman from the Wilson family in Eastcliff, and Wu Qi from the Wu family in Orus Hill, Suzhou and Hangzhou. Have you heard of the current situation? Isik himself has a very powerful force in Orus Hill." Before Charlie appeared, Mr. Orville almost wanted to be his dog licking, so his intelligence network in Orus Hill was very powerful. Charlie believed that many things could not escape him. Eyeliner. Isik also replied very simply, "Back to the young master, Fredman ran to the People's Hospital tonight. It is said that it was ulcerated there. The doctor said that 80% of them could not be saved and suggested that he amputate his limbs." Went. Charlie smiled and said, "I guess Fredman took medicine randomly, right?" "Almost." Isik said, "It is said that the Wei family has developed a new drug and asked him to try it first, but something went wrong." Charlie nodded. He was very clear about Fredman's situation. He used his true energy to directly destroy his nerves. In other words, he would not be able to regain his ability in his life. Not to mention that Tianqi did not give him the medicine. Even if he did, it would be of no avail. If Fredman insisted on taking medicine indiscriminately to try to restore his abilities there, it would only allow the medicine power to accumulate in the roots, which could easily lead to tissue necrosis. It seems that the Wei family is in trouble this time, and Fredman is not a difficult kid, but a life-defying evil spirit. If the Wei family is not able to do that, he will never let go. At this time, Isaac said, the second young master of the Wu family is now tied up in the Orus Hill Sanity Lab hospital. It is said that he has a very strange disease. He has to eat shit every hour. If he does not eat, he will die. Father and his brother flew over overnight and brought experts, but they were useless for birds. Now it is said that he is fed shit once an hour, which can barely save his life. Speaking of this, Isaac sighed, I can be considered well informed, but this is the first time I heard of this kind of thing. If it weren't for seeing the video on YouTube, I wouldn't believe it would not happen. It's really a big world, everything is amazing.